Dearest Gentle Reader, it is with greatest pleasure that I unveil today's tantalizing transformation. We shall journey back to the Regency era where beauty and elegance reign supreme. Watch closely as we transform into a Bridgerton-worthy vision with makeup that enchants and fashion that dazzles. Prepare to be the diamond of every season as we reveal the secrets to capturing the essence of true nobility. Stay tuned, dear reader, for this is a transformation that promises to be nothing short of extraordinary. Yours truly, Lady Whistledown. Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I have been genuinely obsessed with Bridgerton lately. I thoroughly enjoyed it season 3. I even got my husband Matt to watch it with me and he was so into it. So for today's video, I thought it would be really fun to transform myself into a Bridgerton character. I personally thought that Francesca had some of the best like makeup looks and fashion looks in this season, so we're gonna be taking those as inspiration today. I think I'm actually gonna start out with my hair today first, and I'm gonna be recreating Francesca's famous hairdo, which basically reminds me of Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna be sectioning this part of my hair away because Francesca has this almost like double layered hair look. She has like a half updo, but then she has these front bits that kind of overlap the rest of the look like that. So we're gonna be leaving two slightly thick chunks of hair out of the hairstyle initially. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute since I've done any kind of hair tutorials on my channel. Let me know if you guys want to see like an updated 10 different heatless hairstyle videos in the future. I used to do them so often on my channel. Okay, now that these sections are out of the way, I'm just gonna tie them underneath my chin just so that they don't really get in the way. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen. This is my finished Bridgerton look. Just kidding. Okay, so now with the rest of the hair, I'm gonna be taking my thumbs and I'm going to be running them alongside my ears like so and kind of heading them in a trajectory towards my crown, just like that. I know it looks very messy right now, but we're going to smooth it out, don't you worry. So I'm going to take my paddle brush and I'm just going to run that across all of the hair, getting rid of any lumps and bumps. So you want to have this part of the hairstyle as smooth as you possibly can across the whole of your head. And I'm going to secure it at the back, kind of towards the top of the head with a big scrunchie. Okay, so we can now focus on these sections of the hairstyle. I'm going to start with this side first. I'm going to brush through it. And then we are going to be creating this kind of like drooped sort of fake bang almost, just like that. I'm gonna use a hair grip to grip this into place at the back of the head. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. Once again, I'm gripping that into place. Okay, so that is the updo part of the hairstyle done. We're now gonna be focusing on the pony and we're just going to actually use a big chunky scrunchie like this. We're gonna wrap it around the ponytail, which will give the pony a little bit of like a volume base for the bun. You could use a hair donut, but sadly I don't have one, so I'm just literally going to be twisting the ponytail around this scrunchie like so. Okay, and now that we have created the bun, I'm just going to secure it down with a hair tie that matches my hair color. Okay, so that is the updo all done. We can now focus on the bottom part of the hair and we're just gonna curl that. I'm going to split each side of my hair into two sections like this, and we're basically gonna curl them into one big curl. Francesca's curls are curled away from the face, so that is what I'm gonna do as well. It's been a long time since I've curled my hair, so I'm quite excited for this. Okay, so now that the hair is all finished, it's looking really, really nice. I'm now gonna accessorize just a little bit. I, of course, couldn't pass up wearing a tiara for today's video. I got this one from Amazon, and I think it looks very Francesca. I must say, it does look very, very royal. As you guys know, I'm more of a gold jewelry gal, but Francesca is not. So I did also get a necklace, which is definitely very Francesca. I feel like these dainty little little pearl earrings that I got from ASOS also just scream Bridgerton. Right, so now that we are accessorized and the hairstyle is in place, we can now focus on the actual makeup. Okay, so for this entire makeup tutorial, I'm gonna be using some of my like prettiest makeup that I feel like are definitely very Bridgerton themed. First up, we're gonna be starting out with foundation, and I'm gonna be using this one right here. The packaging is just so stunning. It literally screams Bridgerton. I'm gonna be applying this foundation with a brush to get that flawless full coverage effect. Francesca's skin always looks super glowy and just very, very dewy, so I'm not gonna set this down too much because we want that really youthful and dewy kind of glow. I'm just letting y'all know that there is not gonna be any spoilers in this video, although I have finished the whole show now. If you haven't seen the show yet, or maybe you're like halfway through, just beware that reading the comments might spoil some stuff. So yeah, just be careful. For those of you who have seen it, I do want you to comment below, letting me know your thoughts on the whole show. Like, what did you think of the characters? What did you guys think of the ending as well? Because that, I mean, definitely doesn't align with what happened in the books. But that is all that I'm gonna say. I was just kind of shocked. I have to say, I absolutely love all the makeup looks of every character in Bridgerton. Whoever is on the makeup artist team is honestly so talented. They really do make everybody look like their best authentic self. The makeup, whether it's period accurate or not, I do really, really love the way that it looks, and everything just looks stunning and cohesive. So now that my foundation and concealer are done, I'm gonna bronze up a little bit with my Milk Stick. It's a really nice cool toned kind of stick that just looks really great for contouring. I'm just gonna blend that out with a big thick brush. Just gonna fill in my brows ever so slightly. We don't want them to be too dramatic. Moving on to the blusher now, Francesca always has a supernatural flush to her face. So I'm gonna be taking another Milk Stick, and this is the blusher in the shade called Dash. I'm just going to apply that on the top of my cheekbone just to kind of give it a nice base for the powder blusher to stick onto. This is quite a natural looking sort of blush. It doesn't have an awful lot of pigment to it, but I really like to use it as like a base to kind of layer over. And now that that's applied, we can now take the powder blush. I'm gonna be using this one here, which I actually got from Temu. It's a really pretty packaging, which definitely screams at Bridgerton. I think it's from a brand called Color Rose. The inside is super stunning as well. I'm just obsessed. So we're gonna be swirling around in that shade and basically just applying that right over that previous blusher. I feel like that blusher alone has just completely transformed this look and made it look so Bridgerton. And now to add the dewiness back into the look, as that has seemed to have mattified things quite a bit, we're now going to be taking this highlighter from a brand called Mac Andy. The packaging is once again so stunning. This is what it looks like inside. It is just so beautiful. I'm going to swirl around in the sort of lightest point of that highlight, and we're now just going to be literally applying it right to the top of that cheekbone. As you can see, that has added the highlight into the look once more, and it looks really, really stunning. Now for the eyeshadow look, Francesca's looks always seem to be quite neutral, very bronzy, very glittery almost. So for this, I'm going to be taking the most on-theme palette that I probably could have found in my eyeshadow palette collection, and that is this one. This is from a brand called Mile Fee, and it actually is in collaboration with Renoir. Obviously in the Bridgerton house, there is many paintings like this, so I felt like this was very on theme. So first up, I'm going to be taking these two shades right here, mixing them together to create the perfect crease kind of color. And we're just going to be applying that kind of inside the crease, but also blending it sort of over the lid as well. What I love about the looks from Bridgerton is that they're never too dramatic. They always look really stunning and natural, so that's what we're going for. I'm then going to be taking this shade right here on a slightly smaller brush, and we're going to be focusing that towards the lash line. I'm just going to be smoking it out slightly on the outer corner, just creating a very, very subtle kind of fanned out wing. Obviously, in those days when Bridgerton is set, they didn't exactly do winged liner. So this is kind of the next best thing at highlighting that lash line and just making it look a lot thicker. I'm also running that same first sort of crease shadow on my lower lash line. And lastly, for the eyeshadow, we're going to be taking a mixture of these two lower shades and kind of just using that as a spotlight effect on the center of the lid. The Bridgertons always seem to love a sparkly eye, so we're going to do the same. It is now time for mascara, so I'm going to be curling my lashes first to get the most volume we can possibly get. And then for my mascara, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow Mascara because this is currently my favorite and it gives the most volume. Francesca's lashes always look amazing. It almost looks like she's wearing falsies, and to be honest, I don't think she is. So my lashes are going to need the extra help that they can get from this mascara. We're now going to be moving on to the lips. So first up, I'm going to line my lips with my Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in the shade Muted Pink. And I'm now going to be taking this lipstick from a brand called Flower No. It is the perfect pinky kind of shade. It is a matte lipstick though, and Francesca normally has quite a dewy one. So I'm just going to initially use this for its color, and then we're gonna top it off with something else. The color, I would say, is pretty close to what Francesca normally has on her lips, but we are gonna make it a little bit more dewy and shiny, and I'm gonna go in with this Clarins kind of lip oil over the top. So that is the makeup look almost finished. I am gonna do one extra step, and I'm gonna set a little bit of my T-zone down and underneath my eyes with this powder. Again, this is very, very Bridgerton in my opinion. Now, I'm only gonna be setting sort of like my T-zone and underneath my eyes just because I don't really like that part looking too shiny. Oh, there is one thing I almost forgot, and that is the inner corner highlight. So I'm going to be taking this palette, which is the ROXI X Revolution Contour and Highlighter palette, and taking the lightest champagne kind of shade. I'm going to be popping that right in the inner corners just to pull the whole look together. Alright guys, so that is the finished makeup look inspired by the Bridgertons. We are now going to be choosing the perfect dress to complete this look. And this is the finished look, including the dress. The dress I got from ASOS, and honestly I think it's perfect for a Francesca look, seeing as she is often wearing light blues and dusty greens. I think this dress personally is very Bridgerton as well because it's got that baby doll kind of vibe. It's got the puffy sleeves and the squared off kind of neckline. But there is one more thing that we must add to complete the Bridgerton look, and that is a set of satin long gloves to complete the ball gown look. And that is the complete Bridgerton transformation. Do I look like this season's diamond? Let me know in the comments. I'm honestly obsessed with this whole look. I feel like I could have just been like an extra as part of the Bridgerton cast. Bridgerton season 4, Netflix, if you're watching this, I am totally waiting here to be cast as an extra, or well, you never know, maybe even a main character. I feel like this outfit is definitely giving main character energy. I just love how this whole thing turned out. Also, this is my official take for the Queen Charlotte curtsy when she enters the ball. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I feel like that's not too bad. Alright guys, so that is the finished Bridgerton inspired transformation. I honestly had so much fun filming this. I absolutely love how the whole look turned out. I feel like it definitely is very Francesca coded, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!